Listen to that. That is the sound of the silent construction site, and the silence is the sound of money dying. In flipping, this is called profit rot. Most investors obsess over the purchase price, but they lose the war in a middle game. They let a 6-week renovation drift into 10 weeks. Then they let trades dictate the pace. They walk onto the site at 10 a.m. on Tuesday and it's empty. No saws, no drills, just dust settling on the floor. They think drift is normal. It isn't. Drift is a second head of Hydra time. Every day the house sits empty. Interest rates, insurance, and other costs are draining the margin. Today we are calibrating logistics. This session will teach how to rule by the clock, how to stop trades from lying about the progress, and how to spot invisible risks hidden in the walls before they destroy the budget. Turn the silence into noise. Turn the noise into profit.
And by the way, I am D. Stern and I'm not theorizing this. I've lived inside active sites for 2 decades, 40 plus flips, tens of millions transacted, a 7-figure portfolio built by killing delays, not chasing discounts. Everything you are about to see isn't motivation, it's operating system. Now, let's put it on the wall.
This is the weapon, an A1 schedule. Do not keep timelines in your head. Do not keep them hidden in a laptop. Paste them to the living room wall
Plumbing
of the
finishes
flip.
here.
Right there, every
Paint starts
trade has
here.
to walk past it.
We're on
Why?
schedule.
To kill trap number 5, dependency blindness. Trades usually think they work in a vacuum. The plumber doesn't care about plasterboard stopper. The stopper doesn't care about the painter. If the plumber delays by 2 days, he thinks no big deal. It's just 48 hours, but because the delay, the drywall stopper cannot start. If the stopper cannot start, the painter cancels his slot and goes to another job for 3 weeks. Suddenly, 2 days delay become 3 weeks whole in a schedule. This is a dependency blindness. The fix is visual. Draw a grid of the wall chart. Rows are trades, columns are the days. Mark critical paths in a red marker. List every milestone: demolition, rough-in, insulation, close-in, paint, fit off. Here is the protocol. Next to every date, make trades sign their name. This creates a social pressure. When the Sparky walks in, he sees the plasterer is booked for Thursday. He sees plasterer's name written in the big block letters. He knows that if he isn't done by Wednesday night, he isn't just annoying the client, he is screwing over the next guy. Trades hate letting down other trades more than they hate letting down the investor, the boss. They don't want to be the reason the plasterer loses a day's pay. Use that psychology. If the schedule is hidden in an email, it's a suggestion. If it's taped to the wall with their name on it, it's a contract. If it is not on the wall, it's not real. Make them look at it every single morning. Here is the phrase that costs thousands of dollars. Yeah, mate, almost done. Almost done is trade code for I haven't started yet, but I don't want you to tell you and I don't want you to yell. This is called trade drug. The amateur manages the project by listening. The professional manages by seeing. You cannot manage a project from couch if you're really on what people tell you. Use weapon number 5. Demand daily proof. Create a specific WhatsApp group for the project, street address updates. Invite every trade, the builder, the plumber, the Sparky, everyone. Set the ground rules in a pinned message. Rule number 1. No phone calls for updates. Rule number 2. At 4 p.m. every day, every trade on site must post one photo of their work done. Rule number 3. No photo means you weren't there. Frame it is as logistics. Say, send a photo so that we can confirm the site is ready for the next guy. But really, it's an accountability trap. If a Tyler knows he has to send a photo at 4 p.m., he can't lie at 10 a.m. saying he's making a progress when he's actually at another job site. He has to generate evidence. The photo cuts through the noise. If the photo shows 3 rows of tiles and the next day it shows 3 rows of tiles, the lie is exposed instantly. It changes the energy of site completely. The trades know that they are being watched, Not by a person, but by the system. No photo, no payment. No photo, assume the site is empty and drive over there immediately. Manage by proof, not by promises. Let's talk about near disaster, the thought weapon number 8. Inspect the invisible. On a project a few years ago, the kitchen was finished. New cabinets, new paint, new splashback. It looked perfect. Then the water mains were turned on. Hiss. A sharp, high-pressure spray sound coming from inside of freshly painted wall. A contractor had put 50mm 2-inch screw straight through the copper pipe. Usually, this is a catastrophe. The amateur panics. They grab a sledgehammer, they start smashing the splashback. Finally, they destroy $2,000 of materials and set the schedule back by weeks. But the sledgehammer wasn't needed. The phone was needed. Pull up the pre-lined photos. This is the most critical audit in the entire renovation. Before the drywall goes up, wall every single room. Photograph every open wall. Photograph the wiring paths. Photograph the plumbing lines. Capture invisible anatomy of the house. In this case, the photo showed exactly where the copper riser was. It was 400mm from the corner. Trace the line on a screen, measure 400mm on a wall, point to the spot, cut here. The builder cut only tiny 100mm square. There was the screw sitting right inside the copper pipe. We fixed it in an hour with a surgical precision instead of destroying the whole kitchen. That is the power of a system. You don't need to be a plumber, you don't need to be a builder, you just need to verify what's behind the wall before you close it up. If you don't have pre-lined photos, you are renovating blind. One screw can bankrupt the timeline. Don't trust, verify. Ultimately, the role is not property investor. The role is conductor. You don't play the instrument, you don't lay the bricks or wire the lights, but you must own the sequence. If the floor sanders start while painters are still sanding the ceiling, the result is dust in the varnish. The floor looks like a grid. The varnish has to be stripped. The budget takes a hit. That's not trade's fault. That's the conductor's fault. The trades are just instrument. They play when you point at them. You own the flow. When the clock, the proof, and the invisible are controlled, the Hydra cannot bite. Next week, we deal with the most expensive head of all, ego. See you then.